me start with Texans with the win over the Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow. C.J. Stroud out-dueling Joe Burrow. Who would have thought? Who would have thought, man? Let's go look at the numbers. I mean, first of all, before we get with the numbers, C.J. Stroud did go out there and outdo them. They did win. They did win. It's hard for me to just say he completely outdo them. But when you throw 2 picks, Joe Burrow, it's going to be tough to overcome 2 different interceptions, especially the one that was late. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure at some point they were up in the third quarter, a touchdown, and then you throw a pick and you let them back in the game, and then you throw another pick. Oh no, that's what happened. Joe Burrow threw the pick, they come back, they do their thing, and then C.J. Stroud also just completely, like, he ruined his, not ruined because it's just one interception, but he had the whole 14-1 thing going in, and he just finally threw that second interception and can kind of just hopefully get over that little hump and just get back to balling like he's been. I mean, he was balling here, just the pick was in a really, really bad timing. Let me see exactly when that was, because, yeah, it was on the next drive. Yeah, so Joe Burrow throws his interception, which looked like, oh my gosh, like he's going to put them right back in the game with, what is it? Yeah, 4 minutes left in the fourth. And then C.J. Stroud just turns right around as soon as they get the ball back and throws his lone interception. The Bengals go down to score. And, yeah, I don't know what happened except, like, all I can say is you just gave the young boy too much time. I mean, it's hard to say anything else, but C.J. Stroud is really like that, and he outdueled Joe Burrow. I tried to kind of look for another lane here, but no, it says C.J. Stroud balled out. He absolutely lost his mind. 351 touchdown. Devin Singletary did what he was supposed to do, put the whole run game on his back, had 30 carries, 150 yards. Ain't no splitting carries in Houston because, geez. Yeah, the only one other actual running back got a touch. Yeah, Devin Singletary, just pure workhorse. Not a lot. You don't see that a lot nowadays. It's like just one guy getting all the carries like that. Like, we'll see the Ravens, like, it has to be like 4 or 5 guys got touches, but it's just weird to see that now, I guess. Because you don't see it that often. You don't really see a lot of 30, 25, 35 carry games anymore. Like, I remember, another Chiefs reference, I remember Larry Johnson just having basically his entire career was just 30, 40 carry games. But yeah, C.J. Stroud and the boys go out there. Are the Texans really that good, or was this just a bound to happen kind of fall back into early season patterns type of game? It's hard for me to believe that the Bengals just had some type of regression or anything, but I really think the Bengals still look good. Their offense still looked like it was humming. Burrow connected with Jamar Chase on a long touchdown. That was pretty nice to see them finally hit one of those again. Spam a little. It wasn't really a go route, but it was something like that. But hit him on a deep ball and get him going, and it just the mistakes, like, that's supposed to be Joe Burrow's kind of thing, is that he's Joe Burrow, like, he's calm and cool under pressure, and in this game he just kind of fell apart. He wasn't getting hit. Rankins was, my God, he was he was going crazy. I always forget Sheldon Rankins. Rankins was going crazy on that O line, and maybe just those couple of hits that Joe Burrow took, and then just worrying about that guy coming straight down the middle off your guard and catching you. Maybe those got into Joe Burrow's head a little bit, and you rush some throws, you force some throws, and you throw a pick, and you give the young guy a chance to make his mark, and he did. Went on a little 2-minute drive and did a little 2-minute drill drive and got the field goal and called it a day. Another dub in Houston. They have it. This puts them at the same record. So Houston, and this has major playoff implications at this point, because all the teams are so close in record right now. This was a game that I didn't think about this beforehand, but this is definitely a game like you can't really afford to lose this game. So I hope this doesn't come back to haunt the Bengals, but it's very possible that it does, and you see them again in the playoffs, and I wouldn't mind seeing another battle like this. But I think whatever happens in the playoff this year is going to be crazy in the AFC. Like every team has a quarterback that's ready to go out there and really do battle, and now they're talking about all this nonsense with Aaron Rodgers coming back in December, and they want to make the playoffs, and okay, that that's a topic for another time. But and we keep I hear a lot of people saying, CJ Stroud is just working with nobodies and making all this work, but excuse me, is it just that? Is it just only that? Is it CJ Stroud is really just that good? Because watching this game again, Noah Brown goes crazy on the Bengals, and it just seems like every important key play, it seemed, CJ Stroud was going for Noah Brown. The other game, Tank Dell had a pretty good game here as well, but he had the touchdown, and but still, it's like one week, Tank Dell goes crazy, or then Nico Collins goes crazy. This game, Noah Brown goes crazy. Dalton Schultz is still really good. Robert Woods had the play where he went out of the back of the end zones. Like, this receiving core it might just be really good. That's the other thing that I think maybe a lot of people, John Mechie still, the quick guy, and I just think maybe this receiving core is really good. Not to take away anything from CJ Stroud, because he's just been amazing, but those guys are really good. Tank Dell is good. Noah Brown is good. Nico Collins didn't even play, so how would that be? Like, they just have a really good core. It's kind of like the guys on the other side, and you look at this and makes you start thinking, are the Bengals just did what we see in the first 4 or 5 weeks just show us the floor, like who they could be in the worst possible moments? And then you see the 49ers game or whatever, and that's who they are in their best possible moment. And the answer for who they really are is probably somewhere in between. Somewhere in between, the second or third best team in the league, and somewhere around a team that maybe barely or doesn't make the playoffs. And this game could mean a lot when it comes down to that, and we will see.